All right, let's dive into the unique and buzzing digital world of Vietnam. If you're a business trying to make a real impact there in 2025, then you're going to want to stick around as we break it all down.
Here's what we've got on the agenda. We're kicking things off with the massive digital boom happening right now. Then we'll get into what makes SEO there, well, so different. And from there, it's all about action. Who can help you, what you actually need, and the strategies that are really going to work.
Okay, so first things first, why Vietnam? I mean, let's just talk about the incredible opportunity here and what it really means for your business to be online in this booming economy.
Just look at this number, 70%. That's how many people in Vietnam are on their smartphones every single day. So yeah, this isn't just some passing trend. It means a mobile-first strategy isn't just a good idea, it's everything.
So you've got this super active mobile-first world. The big question is, how do you connect, right? It's not enough to just have a website. You have to be found by this huge tech-savvy audience. So how do you make that connection? Well, a huge part of the answer is SEO. But here's the catch. What works in, say, the US or Europe is not going to cut it here. Let's really break down what makes SEO in Vietnam a totally different ballgame.
You see, at its heart, SEO in Vietnam is really all about making a real connection. It means you've got to speak their language, and I mean that literally with all its tones and regional slang, but also figuratively. You have to get how they live online.
Forget about global best practices for just a second. In Vietnam, it all really comes down to three huge things. First, getting the language right on a deep level. Second, that mobile-first mindset we talked about. It's not optional. And third, you have to understand just how dominant video is.
And that video point, it's absolutely crucial. I mean, look at this. A really common search term is SEO videology. They're not just typing in keywords. They're asking a question. What is video SEO? They expect to watch the answer, not just read it. If you want to win, you have to meet them where they are, and that's video.
Okay, so you're sold on the idea. You know you need to tackle SEO in Vietnam. But who's going to help you do it? How do you even find the right team?
Yeah, finding the right agency in Vietnam can feel exactly like this. Hunting for a needle in a digital haystack. You really need a partner that gets the tech side of things for sure, but they also have to understand the local culture. That part's non-negotiable.
So here's a quick snapshot of some of the top players out there. And what you'll notice right away is that they all do different things. Some are all about the technical stuff, while others, like VN Digital Boost, are really jumping on that video and voice trend we talked about. The point isn't to find the one best agency. It's about finding the one that's the perfect fit for your business, your goals, and your budget.
All right, let's say you found your partner. What exactly should they be doing for you? Let's talk about the actual services that move the needle in Vietnam.
And don't just think of this as a random checklist. It's more like a step-by-step workflow. You start with a solid technical foundation. Make sure your site actually works well. Then you create content that actually resonates. From there, you build authority. And finally, you tie it all together with video and social media to get the biggest bang for your buck.
Okay, if you really want to dominate, not just compete, but actually win, you have to get ahead of the local search trends. And right now in Vietnam, two things are absolute kings: mobile and voice. Get ready for another huge number, over 60%. That's the share of local searches happening on a phone. The takeaway here is dead simple. If your site is a pain to use on a phone, you might as well be invisible to most of your potential customers. Seriously.
So what can you do about it? Like today, here are 4 quick tips that can make a real difference. First, get on Google My Business and make sure your profile is perfect. Second, write your content like a human being talks, not just a bunch of stuffed keywords. Third, be super specific with locations. Think Hanoi coffee shop. And last, think in questions. That's how people use voice search, so your content needs to have the answers.
Finally, let's tackle a question I hear all the time. Where should you put your energy? Search engines or social media? Well, the answer isn't what you might think.
Think about SEO as building the foundation of a house. It's the long-term, slow and steady work that creates real lasting value. Social media optimization, or SMO, that's like the housewarming party. It's all about the immediate buzz, the real-time conversations, and showing off your brand's personality.
So here's the real takeaway. It's not SEO or SMO. It's never a choice. The brands that are absolutely crushing it are the ones that use both.
They weave them together into a powerful combination where one amplifies the other.
And that really brings us to the big question, the one I want to leave you with. The digital world in Vietnam is exploding with energy and opportunity. Right now, your customers are online, they're on their phones, and they are searching. So the only question left is, will they find you?